People know Juice Films as shooting cool videos, getting the projects done, doing everything, down to music videos, dance videos, you name it, shoots. But people never knew the backside story of why I started Juice Films. Like Juice Films came from, the first part of the word, stem juice, juice the movie. When I used to have my flat top, and came from Tom, which is my childhood friend growing up at the time. When I was like 11, 12, 13. He probably knew me from my younger days before my freshman year. I got denied from summer youth at 14, 15, so I basically needed something, to keep me going at that time, to not be at home. The last thing I wanted to do was be broke, so broke was not an option, and I went to my savings, withdraw that from my account. Across the street, while I was withdrawing the money from the ATM across the street, I saw P.T. Richardson, right? And the P.T. Richardson, I feel like he gave me an idea of, out of nowhere, maybe I probably want to do camera work. The first camera that we all used was an iPhone, or you had to either use an Android. And I feel like an iPhone and an Android at that time, always around the family functions, they always had me taking the pictures, they always had me doing the videos. We could use like family albums, photos, and everything. So when it counted on, me, I always had a vision. And I feel like I wanted to expand it and then put it to the test. At that time, I had an older brother that was, watching the movies and all that. The movies he was always watching was always black and white. You always get these bootleg copy movies, it's always black and white. And then that really gave me inspiration, because at that time I was always young, so I always had to go to school the next day. He'd be up watching the late night movies, telling me to go to sleep. But me as a kid, I was always fascinated about movies, watching movies, and seeing how this all could become, a realistic dream for me. He used to always catch me like, hey, you gotta go to sleep. Yo, got school in the morning. Can't be up watching this. And he always watched the coolest karate movies. Down to IP Man, everything. If you know the movies around that time, that generation, Karate Kids, everything. He was watching all the cool movies. So to me, I feel like it gave me inspiration to really start shooting film. Like, I had a camera, but before that, I copped the camera. I was looking at those type of movies at a young age, trying to really understand it, like dynamics, the angles, the shots that was being taken during the movie. And then from there on up, I started recording at that time I was dancing, so I started recording the dancing videos with my friends. And during my high school years, I created a team called Lunatics. I feel like that was like more of like my dummy projects. So like it really gave me a test field of how can I work the camera, how can I edit the visions that I have for the camera. At that time, I was terrible. So, and then I bought me a camcorder camera downtown from 42nd Street. So that's when we normally shoot our videos at 59th Street. So, the NYC stores for the tourists. Yes, I went in there, got me a VHS camera. I feel like it was one of those like bootleg iconic cameras, but at that time we really needed it in terms of shooting these dance videos and really getting our projects up, because Lunatics been a team that started in freshman year, right along with my brother, Ace. So if you know, you know. Dancing been a passion as well, so I feel like everything lined up, down from, for me, having a passion for basketball, me buying the camera, and then starting the dance team to really expand my horizons. I always been flight from that. I did the project, did the work, and then besides being a cameraman, like doing videos for dancing, I started like, hey, like I feel like I'm getting good at this. Let me start doing videos for rap and artists. So from there, I started linking. I basically had one of the artists that was close to me, my brother Nova, and I also had an artist like Tom, and as well as, Rocky. So it was basically artists around me, and then I had A. So I basically had 4 artists, but from there, I feel like my brother was doing the camera first, so from there, I basically had an inspiration of, okay, cool. If my brother's doing this camera, I feel like I could do this. Because I feel like at that point, he was doing camera work, and then it kind of didn't lead to his passion. So I'm like, someone got to take over the video work. So it became me. Juice Film started, it created. Now it's expanding to rap. I'm doing everything. I'm recording dance, doing down to poetry. I feel like the photography came along the way because I started using my Canon T3i, started taking pictures for practice and fun, and then it just went up from there. So there you have it, folks. You know, Juice Films. It started from old legacies, a whole trail of how I really did it and where it became. I'm proud of myself. So, you know, 13 years running. My channel really started 2013, so that was my senior year. I was in high school in '09, which was my freshman year. But 2013 is like me learning about YouTube and starting the whole channel for Juice Films, and it went up from there. Started uploading my videos. This is when I was finding out about monetizations and how people can make money off of YouTube. So that motivated me and gave me the drive to just do more videos and just support other passions and other creatives.